Hello and welcome back to the channel. First off, I must apologise for the voiceover in this video. The original audio was missing. I found this video on one of my old hard drives. This is dated a few years ago when I still had my Fuji. I didn't have a gimbal, so apologies again for the unstabilised video. I came back here recently to do a 4K refilming on my Osmo, only to find the entire place fully sealed with fresh scaffolding around the front of the building. It looks as though they are planning to demolish it, but who knows? It could be saved with the right person. I know it was recently on for sale for £500,000. It was not sold, but as you can imagine, there's a lot of work to be done on this place, a lot of fields, a lot of acres of farmland behind it. Hopefully Selma Council will take over it, restore it as part of the farm and get it back in somewhat of a presentable state. If I do manage to come back here, I will let you know. Hopefully I'll get this in 4K on my Osmo, get some more photos, and then see if I can find any relics of this building, of this past glory. In the meantime, here is some information regarding this house. The house dates back to 1605 and was originally built as a police constabulary when West Bromwich was called Broomwich. The house has cells, baths for men and women, and the restaurants are still there today. However, I didn't find them on this visit or previous visit. If I do manage to get back here, I will have a look for them and see if we can find those. It has a courthouse, administration rooms and living quarters. There is also a small chapel where last rites were given to the prisoners before the final walk to an ancient oak tree behind the chapel where they were hanged. Finally, they will be taken to burial in the old church cemetery of Newton Road. The Earl of Dartmouth then acquired Forge Lane sometime during the 18th century. He was responsible for the building of a forge on the side of the house, which helped run his estate. The late Earl's son then gave the grounds of the estate, which is now Dartmouth Park, to the people of West Bromwich. The farm and houses were then bought by West Midlands Corporation. They then, in turn, rented the farms out on an agricultural tendencies. Henry Ralph was a good friend of the late Earl of Dartmouth, and as a landowner in his own right asked if his son, Henry Ralph Jr., could rent Forge Farm. He was given life tenancy of the farm, which was handed down to Ralph Francis following the death of his father. Forge Farm was returned to Selma Council in 2011. There was a spring-fed stream that runs alongside the garden. The valley is steeped in history. There was a coal mine, a priory and a large house called the Manwoods, which had a brick-built tunnel running through the valley that connected the old church as well as the priory. During construction in M5, part of it went through the tunnel. There was a football field opposite Forge Farm, where men from the coal mine would play football with West Bromwich Albion Football Club. So, a lot of history there, built in 1605. Today stands empty. Sorry about the autofocus, it will come back shortly. As I said, it was up for sale sometime in the 2020s. I will put the date obviously here. It did go unclaimed, it's unsold, it's still in a state. Some of the barns have been demolished, and very precise on that word, which is I'm going to have to blur out. As I stated, it's surrounded in a scaffold. The chimneys have been knocked down off the top of the roof. Had a good round of it. The door is now sealed off with a plank of wood, which unfortunately is still there. If, however, I do manage to come back, I will. Okay, let's go around this bedroom. This is an upstairs bathroom. As you can see, there's a lot of collapse. As I was saying, there was a lot of collapse from the ceiling due to it being empty for so many years. A lot of damage to the tiles on the roof. Old cabinet mirror there. So as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done to this place. A lot of mould, a lot of cabinets missing, a lot of holes like that where it's just completely fallen through. I remember as I was walking through, the floor was very, very spongy indeed. A lot of gaps in the ceilings, as you can see there. There's this pan around again. Christmas tree lights on the old chimney breasts. An unusual design, as you can see, the stepways going up another level to back bedrooms. You can see there, you can see straight through to the lower floor. This is why I was like a little bit nervous walking around on the floors, especially this one, as you could feel it actually moving as I was walking around. So it wasn't the best of places to be. A little look outside. That barn there has now been demolished, it's long gone. That was in a very bad state of disrepair as well. So, come towards the end of the video. Hopefully, I'll be able to come back maybe in the new year or at some time in the future, and it's accessible again. I will have my pocket, my trusty in my pocket. I'll have a little look around it, get some better quality photos for this place, which I will put in the end of this video. And finally, the last room before the video cuts out. Again, you can see holes in the wall. These metal shutters on the left are still in situ. And you can see there's going to be a lot of work if they do restore this place, which I can't see them doing. If it's a grade 1 or 2 listed building, I'll put it in at the end of the video, as well as description. You can see the rot on the wood there. So even though it's been here for 400 years or 400 and something years, I don't think there's much they can do to save it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Here's some photos, and see you in the next one.